I'm Rita Almusa, master esthetician and professional makeup artist for over 20 years, and I'm going to share with you the techniques, the products, and the process to apply foundation simply and beautifully. I made this video 6 years ago and it almost has 300,000 views. However, the technique, the products, everything has changed. So I need to show you how I'm doing my makeup in 2026, and this is going to be the best beginner's guide to how to apply foundation, because I'm going to show you step by step how to get a beautiful, flawless application. So simple, so easy, anyone can do this. Let's get started. Definitely in my 2020 version, I skipped this, so you have to start with great skincare. That is how you are going to have the most beautiful makeup application. I start with toner after I've cleansed my skin. Next, you want to apply a serum to keep your skin extra hydrated and smooth underneath that makeup. Next is finding a great moisturizer that's going to keep your skin hydrated all day long. Next is eye cream. Make sure that you do not skip this step because this is really going to help make your under eye concealer look so beautiful and flawless. So fast forward 6 years later, products are so different, formulas are so different, and you know, if you watched my previous video, I start with a primer. So I'm using Huda Beauty's Easy Blur Primer. Now, nobody paid me to make this video today. I'm literally showing you the products that I really love and use every day, and I have just been using a few of the same products over and over again until they're gone, and this is one of them. I love this product because it also has niacinamide in it, which is basically like a little bit of skincare on top of being a primer that's just incredible. You could even use this primer, you just blend this in with your hand. You could use this primer without foundation if you just want that beautiful blurred look where it minimizes your pores, it hides your wrinkles, and it just gives you that even texture. Like if you had any kind of texture, it's gonna blur that out. You can literally see that just with a little bit of product. And as you can see, I'm blending this out with my finger. I'm taking this basically anywhere that I'm going to apply foundation or concealer. Now, yes, this is a foundation routine, but there is something that I've updated in my personal routine that I want to share with you because I think it's really beneficial. So before I even go in with my foundation, what I like to do is put a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and I let this set in because I feel like this allows enough time for that concealer to cover really well under my eyes. So that is a color corrector that I have, and then this is going to be my concealer, and I will just put a little bit of this right on top, and while I'm applying my foundation, I will let that sit in just like this, and then I'm going to come back and blend that out in just a little bit. When it comes to foundation, we need to talk a little bit about what is your goal for foundation. So you've seen me use the Milani here that I love. This is the drugstore Conceal and Perfect. I really love how this one looks, but I really also love Huda Beauty's Easy Blur. So these are two of my favorite foundations that I go back and forth between depending on what is it that I'm looking for. Now, I feel like if you want heavier coverage, these are both buildable. So you want to look for something that is going to be buildable no matter what you're going for. But let's talk about your skin type. So if you are someone that has dry skin, you're going to want to go for something that is a little bit more luminous, more hydrating. And if you have oily skin or on the heavier oil side, look for something that's mattifying or long wear. Those are going to be great for your skin. So for today, I want to match the primer that I went with. So I'm using Easy Blur. I feel like this one is a good combination. So I feel like if you have oily skin or if you have dry skin, I feel like you can make this one work as long as you're using the proper skincare underneath and also that primer that I just put on. Now let's talk about how we're going to blend this out, because there are different ways. If you have been down the rabbit hole in YouTube, you've seen makeup brushes, foundation brushes, you've seen sponges, you may have even seen artists blend it in with their hand. Now, any way that you choose to do this is completely okay. In fact, I actually recommend that you give it a try. Try all three ways and see which one you like most. Now, for me, as a master esthetician, I like the hygienic brush. I like to be able to just use a brush, cleanse that, and keep everything kind of like right there in that clean space. And I also, as a makeup artist, I really love how quickly I can blend in foundation with a brush. I just feel like it's the most efficient way to do that, and I love how it gives that airbrushed look. So before it drops off of my chin, let me blend this in. I'm going to show you with the Mint Pear Kabuki brush, which, yes, I'm still using the same brushes because the Mint Pear Flat Top Kabuki brush just does such a fantastic job in blending out foundation quickly. So as you can see, something else that I want to be very specific about that I don't feel like I went over in my 2020 video is the direction that I'm blending. So as you can see, I'm taking the brush and I'm gently patting this down in a downward and outward motion. And that is how I am going to get that flawless, beautiful look. And if you can see closely, I do like to keep my foundation enough where I can still see my skin coming through. I can see a little bit of what's underneath the foundation because I like that natural look. I like that it basically perfects what I have already going on without hiding my entire skin and anything that I have here. Make sure that you take that and blend it down onto your neck and onto your ears so that you don't have a different color from your face to your neck and your ears. And also take that and blend it a bit into your hairline as well. Do you see how simple that was? I mean, that didn't take very much time at all. And I have such a beautiful, flawless application. Everything looks blended. It looks so smooth and clean. It's not flaky. And this is going to stay in place all day. Now that I have my concealer here and it's been sitting for just a couple minutes, I'm going to take a mini flat top kabuki, which is also by Mint Pear. And I'm going to gently just press and blend this into that foundation. And since this is my under eye area, I'm going to be extremely gentle blending this in. And then I like to take the very edge and just kind of go back and forth under my lashes because that doesn't put too much product, but it really just blends that in. And then I like to take my foundation brush and just blend those together just a little bit so that I don't have a big separation in the under eye concealer and my foundation. And this brush is gentle enough to do that in that area. It's like velvet pretty much. And as long as you have the proper amount of eye cream underneath that concealer, you will be able to blend that pretty well even when you let that sit for a few minutes while you blend out your foundation. Now, another update that I have in my routine, when I have my liquid foundation and my concealer on, I have started using a liquid blush. So before I go in with any setting powder, I don't want to set my foundation and my concealer with any type of dry powder. If I'm going to use a liquid blush, it will just not work as well. So you want to think about that going in and using any liquid products that you have before you're using any kind of setting powder. So I have a dedicated flat top kabuki for that liquid product for the blush. And before I go in and quickly set my under eye and my foundation with any powder, I'm going to get that liquid blush blended into my foundation. Because once you put on setting powder, that's it. You cannot go back in and put on any kind of liquid product on top. It will just roll right off. And now that I have that liquid blush on, the next step is setting the concealer and the foundation in place. This is another step that I've also changed. I have two different shades. So I like to go under my eyes with the Cherry Blossom. This is Huda Beauty's Easy Bake. And I really like the brightening effect that this pink has. Now for the rest of my face, I use Pound Cake, which is going to be basically a really nice light shade that sets the rest of my foundation. Something else that I changed is the technique and the application of how I set my under eye. So you'll see for my under eye, I'm going to take a very mini little powder puff and blend this out on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to go in and use the powder puff under my eye. And that way I'm making sure that I'm not getting too much underneath my eye, which is typically what happens when you're getting creases, is because you're using too much powder. So this allows you to just get a little bit, just enough to set it in place. And that is going to keep your concealer in place all day. And the application is going to be the same for the rest of my face, except I'm using a larger powder puff, and I'm just going to go over anywhere that I applied foundation with this shade, which is the Pound Cake. And I'm gently pressing this in to my foundation. You can see that I'm skipping the area where I put the liquid blush, and I'm going to show you why in just a moment. You can even go over your ears and onto your neck, anywhere you had foundation. Now it's the same concept. When you are setting any liquid product, you kind of want to go in with the same shade. So I don't necessarily like to go in with my setting powders because I want my blush to pop. So if I'm putting on Pound Cake or even the Cherry Blossom, I feel like it's going to subdue that color. So what I like to do is find a dry powder blush that I'm going to use the shade for. And that is how I will set my liquid blush, just with the powder blush. And I feel like that brings it together and it marries those products. My blush will last all day because I married that into a liquid blush. I set it with a powder blush. And there you have it. This is the final and completed look for how to apply foundation for beginners. This is going to keep you from getting cakey looking makeup all day long. The three mistakes that I see many people make when it comes to cakey foundation is skipping skincare, skipping a primer, and also using too much product. So be very careful in the amount of foundation and powder that you use, because that could be the reason why your foundation is not looking flawless and beautiful and airbrushed. So just give it a try. Save this video because you need to come back to this. And if you have questions, leave your comments below because I am always here and happy to help. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and making it to the end of this video. I love you and I want you to have a wonderful day. Take care and I will see you in my next tutorial.